Hello friends, and welcome back to the brand new craft castle. In a recent video, I did the entire walkthrough of the brand new craft room, and in that video, I talked about doing my own accent wall right here using cardstock found in my cardstock warehouse. Now, I'm really excited about this and also really nervous because I don't know if this is actually going to work out. In my brain tells me this is going to be absolutely amazing. But is it actually going to be amazing? I'm not entirely sure, and I want to create this together. Why? Because this is like the most non-committal backsplash project you could possibly do. So if you're a renter or looking to just be non-committal in updating your space a little bit, maybe using some cardstock is going to be the answer to all of our prayers. Okay, so here's the deal. When I showed you the tour of my entire craft room, what I said I wanted to do here is cut out a bunch of like rectangles or something to create like a tile backsplash, but not actually using tile. I want to use cardstock because I feel like if this turns out and it turns out amazing, if someone says like, oh my gosh, where did you get that tile? I'll be like, it's not tile, it's cardstock that I sell. Doesn't that sound amazing? First things first, what I wanna do is I wanna show you how in the world I got to where I am with the design. Like, is this actually gonna look good? Secondly, what we need to do is we need to create a faux tile SVG file. And for today's project, I'm gonna be using my Caesar Juliet for this project. Why? Because they are way quicker than any other craft cutting machine that I have here in the craft castle. Because I don't want this to be like a really, really long project, although I feel like it's going to be, so I'm gonna try and cut down the craft time a little bit. I'm gonna be using my Juliet because she goes really fast. Okay, let's go and see my little mock-up of my craft room and also my house, because that's what I also use to design my interior design of my house. Anyways, let's go. I use Canva for pretty much everything, but look at how I did flat lays of my new house. So this right here is the exact flooring that I have. We went with a different coffee table, same type of wood, but this is kind of the vibe I want my new house to be, kind of like earthy and dark and moody. Okay. So this is my dining room section. We were just trying to figure out like what type of lighting we should do. Anyways, going over here into my craft room, you can see that I have my desk that I have here. And then also this right here is my cabinets that I have. So this pink stuff, okay, is actually peel and stick tile that is found on Amazon. And I'm not sure I really want to go with that. The reason for that is while pink is my favorite color, I don't know if I want that much pink on my wall. So then I went to like, you know, I'm afraid of committing to one single color. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do a whole bunch of colors and see what that does. So this right here is my vision. Although I kind of want the tiles to look like this. So I think I'm going to create a tile that looks like this, but I'm going to make it like this. What do you think? Do you think that this is going to be a fail or what? Okay, so now let's go over into like, I'm going to do tile shapes because I kind of need to know like what it is. Oh, see, ooh, where did it go? Oh, poop. See, like this. Ooh, I love this. What do we think of this tile design? Right click this. Oop, let's go here. And I am going to right click on this and do copy image. And I'm going to paste it into Canva. Okay, let's remove the background. I'm going to edit this picture a little bit more and turn it into a color of black. Go over here and I'm going to download this to a PNG, only doing one transparent background. So now let's open up Leonardo Design Space. This is Caesar's design program for their Romeo and their Juliet. So now what we're going to do is just press design and we're going to press Command I, which is import. We'll do that one. Press apply, print and cut image. Sure, I can change it over to a non-print and cut image here in a second. I just want to keep pressing next until I get to finished. And now right here, let's right click and we are going to ungroup paths. This right here is going to be our cut. This right here we can delete because we don't need it anymore. Now what we're going to do is just open this up. We don't want this to be a print then cut. We're going to be using a cutting mat just to verify that what it is that I have on the screen is actually going to work. All we're going to do is just press send. And there is our tile that I'm going to cut out of cardstock. Okay, now what I want to do is make sure this is sized to the actual tile size. So going back over to this right here, these tiles are 3 inches by 8 inches. So going back over into Leonardo Design Space, I want this to be 8 inches in wide, which is 2.6, close enough. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up my page with some of these tiles, copy and pasting, and they paste right on top of each other. So then you're just going to have to drag the top layer over. Okay, it looks like I'm only going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a page. That's all right with me. Everything that fits inside this is going to fit inside the mat. So then we're just going to press send design. We're going to all artwork that's on the page, use current position, and then press send. Now what we need to do is plug in our Caesar Juliet and then also pull the cardstock that I'm going to use for today's project. Because we offer so many colors of cardstock, I need some help on trying to figure out what colors I want to start with. Should the rainbow go red and then up to purple, or should it be red up top and purple at the bottom? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. I think I'm going to start at the bottom. So I'm going to start with the pink. Let's do, and I kind of want it to be like an ombre situation. Hopefully that works. So what about 2 rows of pink and then 2 rows of purple like this? Do you think that this is going to look really cute? I think it is. So I'm going to start with 4 colors. I'm going to pull out a sheet of each of these 3 colors, or 3. I'm going to pull out a sheet of 3. I said 3 again. I'm going to pull out a sheet of these 4 colors, and we are going to cut out these 4 first and hope they look good. I also just want you to know that my husband, I never told him what I was actually doing today, and he went to the laundromat because our washing machine's broken, and he's going to come home and he's going to be like, what in the world are you doing? Be like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Okay, let me go get the colors. I'm actually kind of nervous. Why am I so nervous? It's just an experiment. What's it going to hurt? 4 sheets of cardstock. If it ends up sucking, then I'm going to have to think of something else to do back there. Okay. Thanks for the pep talk. Okay, we're going to turn the machine on and we're going to insert 1 color. We'll go with it doesn't matter because I have to do all 4. So we're going to put all 1 of the 4 colors that I've decided onto the cutting mat. Insert this into the Juliet. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the bottom corner of my mat. Now, I did recently move, so I do need to make sure that this is connected via Bluetooth. Okay, so we are connected. Now I just need to make sure that this right here is set to the correct IP address. Should be. Okay, it is set to the cardstock setting. Now all we need to do is come over here and press send to cutter. And just press yes. All right, and here she goes to cut. Now what I'm going to do is just eject the mat. This is the same type of steps that you would take if you were using your Cricut machine. We're going to take off our cardstock. Generally, I would use 2 mats just so it can be more efficient, but today we're only going to use 1. We're just going to add this back in. And because I'm going to be cutting out the same exact thing, all you have to do is press the play button. It's going to replay and recut out exactly what I was just cutting out. I have all of my 4 colors cut out. Let's go and put this on the wall and see what it looks like. The one cool thing about my new craft room is that my desk is on rollers, like really thick caster wheels. So I can just move it out of the way. How am I going to fix this onto the wall? That is the question. Let's just, oh, I have like a whole roll. This is definitely a hair up craft. So I'm not entirely sure what type of glue I should be using for this, but since I really don't want to commit just yet, I'm going to be using this right here, and I'm going to do what we've been taught all these many years is we're just going to make little loop circles. Hopefully this works. Okay, so because I want this to be like an ombre wall situation, what I'm going to do is I am going to put them like this, where we got the light, dark, light, and I'm going to go from the lightest here and then work my way up to the red. I'm going to do like a couple of these like this. I'm going to do a couple. I feel like this is just paper. It'll be fine to only do just like 2 little things. So I am going to start in the corner and then work my way up. But I think this one
I don't want to show this. So at the very base, like this, I need to make sure that's level. Okay, just like with any other tile work, we definitely need to make sure it's level. So I got this from my Hubs's tool chest, and it's definitely not level. That's level. You're gonna have to envision this. Hopefully after I get a few done, it'll start to make more sense. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little breathing room. One row done. What do we think? I know, hard to envision. I don't know if do I want to keep cutting out cardstock, or should we just go, I think let's go to the next wall and see what the next wall looks like. Okay, let's step back and see how this looks. I haven't stepped back yet, so I'm not entirely sure if this is going to look good or not, you know? Hold on, let's figure this out. We got about 44 inches left. That's going to give me 5.5 more rows. So realistically, I can only do one color of each. Is that going to look stupid? We do one color, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then purple and pink have 2. If we do 6, so 5.5 is 6, that would give you 1 extra over there, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 different, I think I'm gonna have 9 rows up, if I did my math correctly. 9.5, because there's 6.5 or 5.5 left. 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5. So I'm gonna have 9. I need 10 colors, and for this not to look stupid. Okay. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. There's 7. I need a total of 10. Yo, big guns, come here. Come here. At this point in time, I feel like I need to bring in brainstorming help. What are you doing? All right, so this is what I got going on. But the problem here is I won't be able to complete the rainbow because I only need 5.5 more rows, and I was gonna do 2 of each color. And if I leave them this size, then I need a total of 10 inches, or I need a total of 10 rows. So what other 2 colors would you do, or what would you do differently?
I'll spare you the math session, but the Hubs and I both are numbers people, which is actually kind of funny because I did fail geometry twice in high school, but that is not numbers. So I'll spare you because essentially all we did right here was brainstorm the sizing of tiles that I need to make because we needed to accommodate for the wall and then the way that the lines line up. It's really complicated. And to be honest with you, it's really boring. So I'll spare you that. Okay, so after a lot of mathing, we determined that we were going to create it a whole different size. So I just resized everything in the Caesar Leonardo program and then essentially did what I did before, fill up my page with everything that would fit into one 12-inch by 12-inch piece of cardstock.
Hopefully this will work this time. We shall see. Okay, let's try this out. Same as before. I'm gonna do it over here though, on this side, just so you can kind of see the difference between the 2. You are quite possibly the most annoying thing I have ever heard on the planet. This thing, super annoying. However, this right here, I do like the look of it. So let's move on to the next row. What do you think of this so far?
That's good. You'll be able to get all 14. That's the annoying.
Yeah. You bought this for me a long time ago, remember?
I know, but see, I want to get like
so annoying. You're like, if I had a laser level, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a laser level. Big Daddy bought me a long time ago. And then I plugged it in and I was like, you are the most annoying thing I have ever used in my entire life.
Okay. One thing for certain is that this thing, while very handy, is the most annoying thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But what do we think of this? Now, obviously, I did that all the way over here because I miscut a couple, and I need to do one right here. But I think this vibe is the vibe that I want. Before I continue, I'm going to measure the rest of the wall to make sure I have enough for the piece of correct size to do what I need it to do.
My math is math. Should be good.
It took a total of 20 minutes to cut out all of these tiles. This machine is like super fast. I love it. The easiest part about this project was cutting out all those tiles. The longest part about this project is hanging up every single one of these tiles. It's the same thing. If you've never tiled like a kitchen or a bathroom, oh my god, this takes forever. You have to make sure that everything is straight and level. And then obviously it takes a long time to make these hoop tape things and then, you know, do it all over again. It's a lot. It's day 756 of doing this cardstock wall. I'm just joking, but it definitely feels like it because this Stairmaster situation coming up and down off of this step ladder is really, really hard on the glutes, but it is only day 2. Now, today I'm kind of at like a stump here and I'm gonna like, I guess, considering a fork in the road. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna continue the rainbow until I get to the ceiling, but I'm only gonna go here, like going all the way up. I feel like that's going to look really weird. And the reason for that is if I was doing like a traditional tile job, like for your kitchen or whatever, like you would take the tile all the way to the corners of the wall, corner to corner, right? But that would be a lot more time and material and things I don't want to do. Do you think it would look stupid if we just ended it here and went all the way up? I'm thinking it might. But I'm gonna do it anyways, and then we'll revisit whether or not I wanna continue the tile all the way over here. Mind you, everything that's down here, over here on the sides, I didn't do anything. And while, let me show you, you're not gonna be able to see it. Generally, you know, you see it? It's naked right there. So if I go all the way up here and then all the way out, does that mean I have to go all the way down again? I just feel like it's, if you give a mouse a cookie, then she's gonna have to keep going and going and going. And I don't want that, but I definitely don't want something to look dumb either. So you're gonna have to let me know. Let's just get this all the way up to the ceiling. We'll revisit everything else. At this point, you know the drill. Tape, tile, tape, tile. Okay, so I am going to stop because I actually really hate this wall. It's not what I envisioned at all. It's giving a piñata. And I didn't want it to be a piñata. I wanted it to be like this really cool rainbow wall. But as I keep moving up, I keep looking at it going, I think I just hate you more and more. So I don't think I want to continue because I know that I have all the rest of the tiles cut out for the colors. But like I already know that when I get the rest of those colors up, that I'm not going to like it anymore. What do you think? I'm not going to rip this down. I'm going to sit on it for a couple weeks. I don't think I'm going to finish it, but before I tear it down, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to really look at this wall to figure out whether or not I actually will end up ripping it down or finishing it. But I think at this moment in time, right this second, I am done with this wall and I do not like it. So if you also don't like this wall, let me know. You will not hurt my feelings. And the reason for that is because I don't like it either. However, if you do like the wall, let me know why you like the wall, because I hate it. I mean, I think the thought process that I had going for it was actually going to work out really well, but I just don't know if this is it for me. All right, well, I guess come back in a few weeks to see if it's actually up still or what I have done with it. Oif.